And welcome back to Mimas. Sort of. 54 Bear here. And not Complete Idiot's Guide. This is just a quick start run through on the new starting conditions for Mimas. I fired up beta just to see what's going on, and there are a lot of changes. Now, you may notice on the day counter it says day 1. This is, I guess, the end of day 2. I've been out, done some mining. I actually found some coal. I may sound a little surprised. This is actually my second go at doing this. My first attempt ended in disaster. I may actually post a short video to explain why, but suffice to say I found a new way of dying. So out of the 7 ways of killing you that this game has, I think I've now discovered 307. Right, so starting conditions are a lot different. For a start, there is no water ice out here. So we've got a tank of water, tank of oxygen,
hydration critical,
and you may have noticed over here we have a tank of fuel. Now, because I've been out mining for a day and a bit, I don't have any kind of base built yet. So I will just throw together something very quick so I can get a little survival hut thing going. Let's see. Can I fit down there as well? Yes, I can. Cool. All right. That'll do for now. So I'll go over the starting conditions in a little bit more detail. I just want to get a quick survival hut thing done. And I'm all at 6s and 7s because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. All right. And of course I can't possibly use tools in the wrong hand. Did that drift away? Yeah, it did. Okay. Alright. Let's get the doors, because I have to learn where everything is now. Right. Not in there. I'll go through the starting crates in a bit more detail shortly, but right now I do need to get a little emergency survival hut thing going. Okay, I need that. And I need that. Okay, and the crowbar. Okay, active vents. Like that. Oh, passive vents. We have a couple of those. Useful, but I don't actually need them at the moment. What I do need is let's just throw a couple of pipes on there. I do need to get the power thing in as well. Two's probably okay, but I'll put 3 down for the moment. Now, where are my power doohickeys? battery will be useful. Okay, open that up. Battery in there. In fact, I think we'll just put the smaller battery in for the moment. Close this. Close this. Okay, so that should put us in business. So we will vent our EVA thing. That gives us some warm atmosphere. Only 8 kPa. Let's put this away. Put some ice in my hand. Just wait till it gets up to over 30. That will do. And I forgot to bring anything to eat or drink. All right, put it all in the tubes. Should all fit. It does. Right, this is where it gets a little confusing because the way that it stores everything now is different. You have cardboard boxes that are not cardboard boxes in the traditional way of doing things. So this is one of them, water bottles, and this is another one, cereal bars. So I'm not entirely sure what the best mechanic is for something like this. Right, let's bring that in. And get the helmet thing up here, unlock and open. So we're okay. Now to get stuff out of here, oh, actually, this one looks like it will work as a regular cardboard box. Magic. Put that down there. Cereal bar. The water one, I think, is a little different. Yeah, see, it just gives you an unpack thing. So it puts one out. And once you've unpacked everything, that cardboard box disappears. Okay. So that's that taken care of. So we'll close, lock and flush. Reverse the direction. Now, power is going to be very different. They don't even give you a solar panel on Mimas, which is fine because, you know, to be honest, you don't really use it. I'll put that one there. But what they do give you, these are just like basic, your normal starting ones. They give you 1.5 stacks of frames and 2 stacks of iron sheets and 2 stacks of walls. So that's different. And you get the auto lathe and your arc furnace. Let's put the arc furnace down here. Yeah, just there's fine. And what I'll do is I'll run it off of this one here. And one of the reasons why I go with the composite door rather than the full-size glass one is you can actually run stuff through the corner, like so, which you can't do with the big glass ones. All right, so that will let me begin smelting. So I don't know if I have enough battery power to do the whole thing. So let's just dump the cable. This will be inside. I will expand this a lot. But let's see. Yeah, this is well, I'm thinking of this as the Stirling case. So it gives you a couple of medium radiators, which could be useful. Seeds, they only give you soybeans and mushrooms. So no potatoes, no tomatoes, nothing fancy at all. They do give you some atmospheric units, a couple of portable connectors, an empty liquid canister, but it's not a big issue because we have the big thing here. And I believe in the fire extinguisher we do have, it's liquid CO2. Oh, okay, so not much use for drinking. So portable scrubber, small battery, and a couple of filters. We have some more cereal bars. Container mount, that's kind of useless. Locker, tables, microwave, and some fertilized eggs. Flare gun, road flare, mining charges. Oh, and another mining belt. That is actually very handy. I had forgotten that we had that. So, yeah, this is one of those things where you can't choose what you take out of the thing. You actually just have to unpack the whole thing. So, flare gun, flares, mining charges, and belt. And there you see, don't know if you noticed, but the box that it was in just disappeared. All right, yeah, I should have remembered that and taken that with me when I went out mining. I could have picked up a bit more stuff. But yeah, I was quite pleased to find coal, because my first attempt at doing this, I went everywhere and I couldn't find coal at all. All right, so yeah, those things we're not going to want. No, passive vent we will for certain. Oh, here we go. Battery and heavy cable. So I suspect what I'm going to do is start with the big battery up here. Just there. Now it gives you only 5 heavy power cable. So I know I'm going to want to connect the solid generator to it. Oh, sorry, not the solid generator. When we're talking about the portable power generator. So I think this setup will work. I think I'm going the wrong way around. Yeah, so gonna want those. I'll grab this. What have I got in here? Oh, yeah, that I'll need. And that I should grab as well. And the other coil. Cable coils, why not? Right, did I get all of that? Looks like I did. That's at 10%, so I might be able to do some copper, which I put in here. As with before, one of the first things we want to do is get the gas furnace up and running. Right, so that plus that. Turn that on in case I forget. Now, let's see, put the tools away first. Yeah, another unpack thing, so unpack, unpack, unpack. Yeah, we need all of these. So this is the base that the portable generator can go on. So I'll put that there. Oop. Alright, just drop that in place and quickly wrench it in place before it decides to go walkies. And they do give you some starting fuel for it. So turn that on and it will start giving power. And can also charge a battery in there as well. In fact, I will take that one out, put that in there, and charge this up in here. Now, there's no automation on this, obviously, so I do have to keep an eye on it. I've got no idea how long this will last. We can refill it from there, but I don't know how many times. Okay, so that has got us initial, well, it started up initially okay. Now I do need to expand this area quite a bit. Be going with a standard type of base, although I may make this one wider than before. That's 3, 4, 5. Alright, we'll need the other ones. Let's grab the walls as well, and some more sheets. And I think we'll go even bigger this time. Alright, put those down and get busy with the welder. Might as well double weld all of these because they're going to need to be airtight. You can get away with leaving the ones in the middle or that are not directly connected to outside single welded, but I don't like doing that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go full size right from the get-go, because I'm not very good at math and figuring out how many iron sheets I need. So, right, let's start off on this side. Yeah, I think we'll let's go with the regular 5x3 to start with. I may pull it down and redo it to make it a little larger. See, that big battery's hardly filling up at all. Right, so the limiting thing isn't the walls, it's going to be the sheets. So let's do the ones I know I'm going to need. Yeah, it's the wall at the end and the wall that's currently to my right that I may move and replace. So just going to build up the ones that I know are going to remain. So that gives me 36 sheets left to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we'll have enough. So I will make it a little larger. Yeah, and of course that was the battery I needed to nick while I was out. Although I do... that is depressingly slow. Well, don't think we have any alternative at the moment. I mean, I could build a gas furnace, Oh, sorry, solid generator, but probably not the smartest use of resources. Right, this one I just want to be a regular wall there, because that's behind where the furnace is going to live. That's what I'll make certain I'm going to have enough. I need the other walls. Probably shouldn't be making the initial base this big, but wanted to try something a little different. Right. Right, where did I put my sheets? So yeah, I'll come back and weld the floor in a minute if we're going to go with this. Still not entirely convinced. Alright, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and I have 15. So, yes, not enough. Food-wise, we're okay, so I think I'm going to stick with this. I'm just going to get the initial put that there for the furnace, and we'll want somewhere to stand, and probably something around there too. Okay, we can get this charged up. Well, that has been running for a long time, and this battery is, and it's not like it's draining anything. I mean, there's nothing connected to it. And I don't have my configuration cartridge, so I can't actually read what the charge percentage is. Okay, well, let's do some gold. Half a dozen will be enough for now. Right, we will start with that there. Now we do need a couple of these sheets for this. And I should at least do a single weld on those ones, just so I don't lose stuff. Right, cable. Deal with the cable routing in a minute. Okay, so these I will run from here. So I want, let's see. Yeah, four-way corner here, I think. Like that. Like that. Like that. this I think will come straight down and then along. Probably end up rerouting that at some point, but okay. Need 3 hands sometimes. Right, so this will get power from the big battery, so I'll keep that fully charged. So have that. That's the copper I need. Alright, let's get the furnace built. So this will only build one, so I don't have to click the yellow arrows. Okay, so this lump of thing will have to go. Now, let's flatten out the floor whilst we're doing this. Alrighty. Now I could throw more stuff into the arc furnace, but I'm cognizant of the fact that I don't have much in the way of power generation. And how's this doing? Wow. Very badly. Alright, I'm just going to turn that off for now. Alright, so I have more iron there. Now I do have enough to make 1 load of steel. And I will probably make at least 1 load, maybe just a half. I haven't actually decided yet. Okay. Scrubber. Don't really need any of that stuff just yet. I'll grab that. I'll grab that. Yeah, one of the problems with, as I said, these new boxes is they don't work like regular cardboard boxes, which is a great pity. It would be so much easier if they did. Right, so was it not that way? Oh, there we go. Right, do my usual thing. I did contemplate the idea of putting in a hotbox straight away, but to be honest, we need other things to make that happen. Right, so we got 10 iron sheets. That's enough to finish up this puppy. Wrench. Welder. Right, I need pipes, and they do give you quite a bit of pipes to start with. Oh, and let's grab the passive vents and the valves if we have any. I think we do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, somewhere to stand on is probably a little bit of a luxury, but I do get fed up with falling down the holes all the time. Now, get that out of the way. Okay. Furnace almost ready to go. And just for emergency's sake, I'll put the vent on it. Righty-ho. So, first priority is steel, because I'm going to want insulated tanks and pipes, because I want to store all the hot gases I can get and get the Stirling generator up and running. So, let's make certain I've got all my ducts lined up here. Close that, close that, close that. Put that away. Right, what other ores do I have ready to go? Oh, it looks like I picked them all up. Yep. I'll just check I didn't leave any on the floor in here. Okay. Can shut that off. Right, so to do my steel, gonna need 3 iron and 1 coal. That's going to leave me a stack and a bit of coal left. I can then do, well, whatever I have left. Yeah, so I will do, let's say, we'll do 25. This is way overkill. And yeah, that should be okay. Right, so I'll put the smaller quantity in first, because I only have to click that 12 times. Alright, so that's given me that. Put this in, and I should only have to click once. Here it goes. Magic. So, and that should give us a lot of pressure, a lot of temperature. It should stay hot for quite a while. Certainly long enough to do the first batch of steel and smelt everything else. Okay. There's our first lot of steel. Do the silicon next. And the iron, and then the gold. Cool. Instant smelting. Gotta love it. Right, so with that iron, I can print a bunch more iron sheets, which I need to finish things off. Oh, I already had iron in there, didn't I? Could have been doing that. Silly me. What else do we have in here? Sensors, consoles. Oh, the labor I can grab. Airlock I won't bother with just yet. Right, well that has a small battery. That has some useful bits and pieces in it. Now this is all hydroponics related. I shall leave it in there for the moment. And of course my Stirling. Now the Stirling generator does need an atmosphere, but it doesn't have to be a temperate atmosphere. It can be anything. So I'm going to have it as, oh shoot, I am going to have it as its own separate room. I'm not going to try running it in here. I mean, you could do, but then you're going to have a problem with your base overheating and there being a lot of problems keeping it cool enough to grow stuff. I mean, this will certainly have the starting greenhouse thing in it. You know, the way I normally do it is normally down at the end. Okay, so we are in business there. Now I just need to get the glass in. Let's dump the stuff that I really don't want to be carrying with me. Did I pick up the glass? Yes, I did. I'll leave that one empty or unfilled for the moment because I'll want to bring in a couple of the big tank or the portable tanks, I think. And again, the reason for having all the windows face outwards is if I want to mount a frame or put a frame inside, I can do quite easily. Alright, so I just have one, it should be that one wall there that needs it. Everything else should be okay. Uh-oh, OCD alert. Oh. Yeah, don't care about that. Well, this thing I should probably just bring in the whole thing. And sometimes you can get lucky and back up through the door without getting stuck. The fuel I'll leave out there. There's no way I'm bringing that into the base. Thankfully these portable canisters don't auto-yeet you every time you pick them up now. course, you still can't see where the hell you are. And you can never put them down the way you want them. Right. So it should just be a few miscellaneous bits plus all the sterling kit. Right, that I'll leave as is. Everything else I'll just leave out here for the moment. Alright, should probably wire up these doors at least to the power. Just to make operating the doors a little bit more convenient. Right, so close that. Remember to put the last piece of glass in. Okay. Now we should be okay, but if I vent these 3 pipes worth into this room, it'll be so thin that I don't think there'd be enough to actually melt any of the rest of the oxide. So what I'm going to try doing, if I have the right mining belt open, is I'll close this, suck in some of the stuff, dump that, pressure will go up, open the door, close the door, drop another one, pressure goes up, open the door, and I think that will probably be good enough. I always panic when I see all the whooshes going in one direction and looking like they're heading outside. And let's drop another one. Yeah, this is a probably 50% bigger than what I normally start with, so it's going to take a bit more to get going. Not super warm, but that's okay. So there we have a very basic starting hut. Although this is certainly large enough to be a base that you can survive on. I'm at 34 kilopascals. It'll be almost pure oxygen, so perfectly safe to eat and drink with. We do need to obviously build the other printers. We do need to get the power thing situated a little bit better. We are okay for a few days because we have the starting supply of fuel in the big tank out there that I haven't brought in. We'll get a few refills of the canister up there, but as you see, that portable generator doesn't do much. Certainly as far as filling up that thing goes. I might still go with the solid generator. I haven't ruled it out completely. Not for burning coal, but for maybe mid to later in the game when I'm able to find coal a little easier with the sensor lenses. I may still want to create solid fuel out of it, because solid fuel gives you, I think, double what coal does. But yeah, once we get the hydroponics up and running, then we'll be getting biomass and we'll be using that for making the steel. So at that point, the only use for coal will be power. But we got a way to go. Not certain how much I'll keep going on this series because, to be honest, I usually stay away from beta. There are a few too many bugs in it. Fine for when you're doing single player, but when you are doing any kind of streaming or game recording, it gets to be a little bit of a problem. having the game acting so unpredictably. Anyway, there may be more. Stay tuned and find out. Thanks for watching. 54 Bear out.